Hi Silem stars, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, please subscribe down below. It's free and it helps my channel grow. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a princess style bustier with a keyhole yoke or a keyhole neckline. Okay, if you haven't seen how to draft this princess style bustier with a keyhole neckline, I'm going to leave the link in the description box down below as well as in the pinned comments. So you can go ahead and check that out. In this video, we're going to be focusing on the stitching process from start to finish. So if you want to see how we do this, definitely keep on watching.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
So this is the front pattern we drafted, okay? And this is the back pattern. So I just cut the pieces according to the pattern. I left ½ inch around all the pieces. And as you can see here, I've already gone ahead to pad my bustier. I have a detailed tutorial on how to pad a bustier. So now once you're done with the padding, all you have to do now is place the side front and the center front piece. So one side front piece and the center front piece together, and then just go ahead and sew it from the bottom all the way to the top. Now, what I love the most about this bustier is that it's not really a princess that bustier per se. It's actually a straight that bustier. Okay, so it's much easier to sew than a princess that bustier. So once you're done sewing one side, go ahead and sew the second side front piece to the center front piece, and make sure you do this from the bottom all the way to the top. Now, as you can see, I've already gone ahead to mark the side where I'm going to join my back pieces together, and that part at the top, that other part I marked indicates that that is the top part of the piece. So if you're confused about this, please watch the drafting process so you can see where I marked exactly. And once you're done sewing, just go ahead and create notches on that allowance. And once you're done, open the allowance and iron it flat. Okay, so I did the same thing with the lining. So I also joined the lining the same way I joined the fabric. Okay, and I also did that for the back as well, and I ironed it flat. Now this is our yoke cut out with a lace. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and pipe that the part I'm showing you now. I'm just going to go ahead and pipe it using a bias tape. Okay, now I'm going to place the bias tape right side of the bias tape facing the right side of the yoke. Okay, as you're seeing now, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew the bias tape. Now when you're sewing your bias tape, you know that there are two folds inward. So go ahead and open up the right fold, place it, make sure that the edge of the bias is aligns with the edge of the parts that you're sewing. Then once you sew it flat, go ahead and turn it to the wrong side. So turn the yoke to the wrong side and then fold the bias towards the wrong side before you sew it down. Okay, so that's a simple easy way to attach your bias tape or bias binding to your dress. So go ahead and do this for this is the yoke for the front piece. I just did that for now. So now I'm going ahead to do this for the yoke of the back piece as well. Okay, and once you're done, this is what it's going to look like. Very, very neat. Okay, so do that for both back pieces. Now to attach the yoke, all we have to do is just place it, okay, and see where it naturally falls. Okay, and then we just go ahead and flip the yoke to make sure that the right side of the yoke is facing the right side of the front piece, and then go ahead and sew it from this point to that point and this point to that point. Okay, make sure you don't sew the center, because remember the center has been cut out because of the keyhole neckline. Now go ahead and place your lining right sides facing, and then go ahead and pin it in place and sew it down. Make sure you're sewing this with ½ inch seam allowance. So alternatively, you can sew the yoke to the fabric piece before placing the lining piece and sewing, okay? Or you can just pin the yoke to the fabric piece, place the lining on top, and then just sew them all together with one stitch. So when you're done, make sure you create notches all along that allowance. It will help that part to really, really relax, okay? And once you're done, open this up. Make sure that the allowance is facing the lining side, okay? And then go ahead and top stitch. Now once you're done with that, go ahead and flip it closed so you're looking at the wrong side again, and then go ahead and sew the sides closed, okay? Do the same thing for the other side. Sew it closed. And now all you have to do now is take your back piece, take the yoke and place it right sides facing with your back piece. Place your lining piece right sides facing as well, and then go ahead and sew it. Sew the all three pieces together. Now create notches just the same way you did for the front piece. Create notches all along that seam allowance. And then open this up. Make sure that the allowance is facing the lining side, and then go ahead and sew. Go ahead and top stitch. Once you're done, flip it closed so you're looking at the wrong side once again, and then sew the two sides closed. And once you're done, once you've turned this to the right side, this is what you're going to have. This is what the right side looks like and the wrong side, and this is the back, the right and the wrong side. Now place the two back pieces together and then sew them, along that center back with about ½ inch seam allowance. And once you open it up, this is what you're going to have. All you have to do now is join the front piece to the back piece, and then obviously join it to your skirt, attach your sleeves. But anyway, this is what my own full dress looks like. This is the client's dress, and I really, really love how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.